Oh, we got you going down the other side, so I already ran a little bit. Started out at the middle where they have the restroom and everything. I parked there for a while, try to figure out what's up, and started running to the bridge. No, I'm sorry, I walked. Yeah, I walked, but I walked back to the middle, and now I'm thinking about running. And I tied up my shoes. The ones that I had yesterday were pretty much for walking, and I ran in them, and they weren't good on my feet. So today I got some running shoes on, and tied them up good. So I've already walked about a mile, already kind of sweating. The weather is kind of humid, slight breeze. So hopefully I'll run a little bit, but right now I'm gonna get over here. There's some pretty big hills, so walking and jogging up hills are a lot different on your ankles and your legs. Puts a lot of tension on your muscles and ligaments and knees and joints and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna test that out. So now I know that the hills are gonna be mostly in this direction, and the direction that we did yesterday wasn't bad as far as, you know, hills, slight inclines, but nothing as huge as this one here. These two that are coming up are definitely bigger hills. They even have a warning sign that says, you know, no riding bikes. Get off your bike and walk, because they know that people have rode their bike down the hill, and you know, you get that wobbly effect, or your brakes don't work or something, and you end up going too fast. You're gonna find yourself off to the side of the road, or off the side of this trail here. So we're gonna get up to this big old hill, and this is the trail that we're on. Nice. Come to find out, I read the history on this. It's a old railroad, and they turned the railroad into a trail, and they have some park, and then they added parking lots and stuff like that. 3 different entry points for the trail. Hey, what's up, Jay Martin? And it has berms on each side of the trail. I mean, big old berms, you know. And then always have things falling out of the trees, and some of these trees fell down, and the one yesterday I showed on the stream, definitely the roots were so big that tree fell over, and then the yardsmen or maintenance people come out here in a, you know, 4x4, and they cut the tree up and kind of push it off to the side, or hopefully the trees fall in the other direction. But a tree like this that's already leaning towards the trail, if the big storm or something comes in, that sucker is gonna definitely be on the trail. So there are some mornings, a year or two ago, when I was out here on a morning after a storm or something, there's some days where you'll come across it, and the tree is just out there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a jog. I've already walked about a mile, so I'm gonna pick up a jog. Got my shoes all laced up, and these ones should be better for running than the ones that I had yesterday. All right, here we go. Pick up a nice jog. Everything will start bouncing up and down, so forgive me for that, but I'll stop every once in a while and try to catch up on some chat. Right now, I pretty much force myself to do these little tasks. I haven't been out here in a while, and I know that I want to build up to something. And if I don't have some way of being accountable and recording it, then it feels like things get left undone. So small steps to the milestones. And we got these little critters out here. Man, that guy, I need to be limber, be able to jump from tree to tree. Look at this. I don't know if you see him, but he's out there on the other side. Little squirrel. There was a chipmunk earlier that I saw. I've been out here after a nice warm day early in the morning, and you'll see a turtle, or you'll see like a snake off to the side. So you just gotta keep your head on a swivel and be aware when you're out here on the trails. Well, if you catch up on some other videos, those of you that are coming in, basically the channel is much of nothing, but you might get something out of it. And right now, this channel's been around for a long time, hasn't really been doing anything. Decided to finally stop deleting stuff and kind of just leave it there as a portfolio of all the things that I might do or not do. I'm willing to do stuff and try new things, and I need to, because sitting around in the car every single day is definitely has a toll on you. I found myself using that as an outlet. I would force myself to get out of the house, but then I would end up right in the car, and I would drive the car to an empty parking lot. And then that empty parking lot throughout the local town became kind of like my getaway. If I was hungry or something, then I would leave the parking lot or find myself in another parking lot trying to just grab some food, and I'd end up right back in the car. So at least now I'm out. I need to get out more. I need to do more and not let time pass me by. Like I repeat this all the time. I might as well just throw it in the description. Time is inevitable. Time will pass us by, whether we're sitting still or trying to do things along the way. And my decision, because we all have a decision, we all have a choice. So my decision is not to continue to let time, I mean, of course it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna let less time pass me by. How's that? Because all right, here comes the first hill we're approaching, and I'll show you a pretty steep hill, and we'll do a couple jogs just to warm up the legs, so that whenever we try to run back, our legs will be really worn out. And some of these hills, if you try to walk them backwards or jog up them backwards, they really put a lot of stress on your legs. All right, let's go. So we have this one here. here's the way I guess it looks. But basically it says, hey, there's a big old steep hill coming up. And then this is the warning sign that I told you about. Basically, they're saying, hey, get off your bike and think about safety first. Please walk your bike from here. Thank you. And since we're not on a bike, we're gonna head and jog down this jog down here. We got warnings along the way. All right, so take a quick pause. Basically, this is one of the hills that I told you about. You're not going to really notice it. So when I get to the bottom, I'll look up, and then you'll notice the hill. So we're going to take it down, and we have a choice. We can run straight down, and we're kind of leaning back so that we don't get too much momentum, or we can crab crawl it, just like when you're in an airborne jump and you're going across the skyline, and you're basically crab walking it, so you can go from side to side. So you're pulling your right slip, and then you're pulling your left slip to go left, and then you pull your right slip again to go right, and you're just kind of going back and forth. And then here's the other side, because so now, because we're going uphill, we're going to lean forward, and we're going to decrease our stride, and we're going to take short, choppy steps, and we're going to keep pushing forward like a caboose and a train. Just keep leaning forward, short and choppy, but quicker steps. And that right there propels us to get up the hill. All right, so we're gonna take it, look back at it, and go forward. All right, so yep, we're out here getting some air. And no, you can retract the message after I see it. Okay, so now you can look at my ugly mug. If you didn't join yesterday, you can put that on 2 speed and watch it. You can see the other side of the trail about a couple miles back, and that was from yesterday's stream. And there's a bridge over there, and a couple of good messages the first half of the stream. But today it's just another day. Whether I decide to do anything with my day or not, it's totally up to me, because it's like we are the producers and executive of our own choices and decisions. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that might influence or sway us in our decisions, but all right, here we go. Thanks for subscribing, Jeffrey, man. We might be at 87, and we're still trying to hit that 100 milestone. After that, we'll go for a 500 and 1,000. Who knows? It's just all uphill from here. So that's one good way to look at it. So now we're gonna get back, now that we accomplished one of the hills, or was it one downhill, one uphill? We got one more up ahead, so we're gonna jog to it so that we can see the next one. Hey, what's up from Morocco? Subscribe and tune in and see if this old man can learn new tricks, or if this guy can get off his lazy AWS, or not AWS, but A double S, and start realizing that I still got one more to go. All right, here we go. The same, backtrack a little bit. We got the same warning sign that up ahead is the steep hill. We got another stop sign that gives us the warning. If you're riding a bike, go ahead and get off your bike and please walk your bike from here. But since we're not riding a bike, we are running it. So short steps and we're leaning back a little bit. Leaning back. And we're gonna go side to side. We're gonna side to side. Kind of half stepping, because if I ran straight, it would go faster and faster. And then I might find myself in a ditch. All right. So now, here's a small hill. Even though it's a big hill, psychologically, we're gonna call it a small hill because every small step will propel me forward. And when we get to the top, we accomplish that milestone and we can look back down and say we did it. So here we go. Lean forward, small choppy steps, small, fast, choppy steps, smaller, and then we get up there and we're almost there. Oh shoot, feels like I'm walking, but I'm actually jogging to go up the hill all the way. That's it. We're also expanding our lungs, trying to improve our cardiovascular system. Open our lungs up, help our endurance. Continue drinking water. Let's take a time to check out the chat here. Have a great run. Thanks a lot. Here's the scenery, the fresh air and the scenery. Maybe one of these mornings I get out here early enough so that we can see some sunrise or some nice colors in the sky, or come back here and do a double, one morning stream, one evening stream, so we can see the difference in the skyline. What's up, Paola? Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, or I'll just start calling you Flores or Flower. All right. I forgot to start the run tracker again. So the next little mile marker in the ground up here, the little stump sticking out of the ground with some writing on it. Afternoon. I think when you get eye contact and you just nod your head, whether I still don't have a definition on, I didn't look it up, but the head nod that goes, "What's up?" or the head nod that goes, "What's up?" So the difference between the two. Hey, way, Paola Flores. You know what I mean? You remember Paola Flores. So I have to always say it in a Hispanic accent because she said, haha, Paola is right. Like if you're saying it with a Spanish accent. So I gotta be like, I gotta always put the accent on. You know, one thing I noticed growing up in a multicultural family, I think the ability of me changing my accent to fit the person that I'm talking to has greatly been a natural thing. But sometimes I feel like if people already take me as their first impression is this guy is unapproachable, this guy is mean looking, or yep, got this new shirt on, dad tax. I am checking for poison. So I was saying that because I'm already, I already put off that aura of like, oh, I don't know if I can approach that guy. He's doesn't look friendly. I think it's just the look, or maybe just all my experiences, life experiences and everything just kind of taking over me, shining through and giving people that first impression. But I'm very approachable. I'll, help out anyone, always willing to help others, give you the shirt off my back. And now try to take a break and try to reflect in and realize that all those times of trying to be the helper, I think I mean, there was a time when even as a leader, the people that were there to help, I still wanted to do everything by myself so that they didn't have to endure the suck, endure the sweat, blood, tears, whatever. I'd be like, send me, I'll go. And then my first time, I guess, feeling that burnout, I had to take a step back and I had to rely on the people around me. Because if I don't teach them everything I know, then how are they going to be able to lead one day? So I started to delegate, started to utilize all my resources and show them the way so that they can also become good leaders. And that also was a way to help. You know, going through the towns, seeing people with signs. I was way too. I think I got a phone call coming through. I don't know if that's gonna end stream or not. Shoot, I think it just